If you have like a broomstick or a mop pole or something like that, you can use that. If you don't have anything like that, you could also use a strap or like a belt to a robe or a belt that holds up your pants, something like that will also work as well. So those of you who are in the studio, did everyone get a PVC pipe on the way in? It looks like we did. Cool. So we'll be playing with this in a little bit. I'll get into what that looks like in one moment. Before I do that, we have one announcement. There's a lot of things going on in the studio, but one thing to know about, you may have noticed, you need one of them? Yeah. There's all this neon tape all over the floor. So in here, you also probably noticed it coming in. This Saturday, we have our Glow Yoga Party from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. at the studio. So Julianne, one of our amazing teachers, is leading that workshop. It's a classless workshop, and really what it is you get to come in for 30 minutes, you can paint yourself up in glow-in-the-dark paint, and for an hour, we get to practice together in the dark with black lights on and just have a really fun time with music. So really cool opportunity to get your practice on, come into community and have a really fun time. We can always have fun in practice, but I think glow-in-the-dark paint kind of bumps up the possibility of that a little bit, and that'll be this Saturday night. Okay, so what we're going to work on tonight is twisting in our practice. So Journey into Power, the practice we do, there's a lot of poses that involve a twist. Twisting meaning rotating through the spine. It's one of the poses, in my opinion, that is totally underrated. So you get a lot of like back bends, get a lot of press, inversions get a lot of press, arm balancing gets a lot of press. You see a lot of it on Instagram, right? What you don't see is a lot of twisting. And it's one of the most powerful movements in the practice that makes all the other cool poses possible. Twisting properly helps strengthen your core. It helps mobilize parts of your back that really are difficult to mobilize in other poses, especially your upper back, your mid-back area. So we're going to use the poles tonight to get a little bit more familiar with our twists and what they look like or could look like. All right, are you ready? So we'll get started. Have your pole nearby, but come to a seated position. Seated. And that might mean you're sitting on a block. I know for myself, I have to sit on a block. You'll know if that's you if as you go to sit, your sitting bones do not touch the floor. So if you're rolled underneath, sit on a block to make sure you can sit up nice and tall. We will be here for a couple moments, so it's worth it to get that seat. Yeah, and then as you move around, set your sitting bones onto the floor or the block. Rest your hands onto your knees. Press down through your sitting bones. Do you need a block, Brian? And sit up as tall as you can. You can sit on your roller too. That would work perfectly. As tall as you can. And relax your shoulders. Close your eyes. And take 5 deep breaths in and out. So you just got a whole lot of information, and now all there is to do is breathe. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Take one more breath. And we're going to add some movement. Go ahead and open your eyes. With the inhale, catch onto your knees. On the inhale, tip your pelvis forward. Shift your ribs forward. Lift your chin up, and then exhale, chin down, ribs back, roll back onto the back of your pelvis. And inhale, rock forwards. This is like your dog tilt, seated. Exhale, round back. This is your cat tilt. So 2 more times with your breath, you'll move. And as you're moving, you're playing with the length and space from your pubic bone up to your chin, and then from the base of your skull down to your tailbone. And after that last round, come back to neutral position with your spine. Inhale your arms up overhead. Exhale your right arm as far out to the right side as you can. So I look for my left sitting bone lifting up a little bit. You might get that. Set your hand, and then can you sink your left sitting bone back down? Press your left sitting bone down, and stretch all the way up through your top hand. Take 3 breaths here. Get as much stretch up through your left waist, your left ribs, your left armpit, all the way up through your left baby finger as you can. Take one more breath, lift and stretch, and then press down through your sitting bones, come back up, arms go high, and then take it to the other side. Welcome. Left hand all the way out wide. Now sink your right sitting bone down, press your right sitting bone, and stretch all the way up through your fingers. It can be helpful sometimes to move them. And I even like that, like move your arm around a little bit. Find a position where you have the most stretch. And then one more breath, sink down, reach up, press down through your sitting bones, come all the way back up to sit tall. Good, now grab your pole, or if you're using something other than that, grab it. You're gonna wanna have one as you're coming in. As you grab the pole, grab the side ends of it. You're welcome. So you're grabbing as wide as you can. You wanna have a lot of space here. Okay, so neutral spine. Start with the pole low, your arms straight. Inhale, arms go up overhead. Draw your front ribs into center, keep them. Now can you take the pole all the way back behind to your butt? If not, just bring it down to your shoulder blades. Good, inhale, come back up. And then exhale, come down in front. So we'll do that 3 more times. Inhale, go all the way up. Come to your shoulder blades or go all the way back. Inhale, come all the way up. And then exhale back down in front. 2 more times. So nothing to force, right? You're not gonna get a gold star if your arms can go behind you. You do whatever you've got mobility-wise. Reach back up. And then come back down in front. And then here's that last one. Inhale, reach up. Keep your front ribs in. So even if you have to pop your ribs, it's not worth it. Come back up. Cool, and then bring it down in front. So here comes the twist now. You're gonna take the pole right in front of your collarbones. Okay? So feel the knobbies of your collarbones, go right underneath that. Now gently pull the pole down against your collarbones. Press your seat down, press your chest up into the pole. So you're sitting up nice and tall. Take a breath in, and on the exhale, twist your shoulders to the right side of the room. Pause. Inhale, sit up a little bit taller. And then exhale, same side, twist a little bit deeper. Inhale, lift up through both sides of your body. Exhale, can you twist deeper on the same side? You're gonna feel a squeeze, and then come back to center. We'll do the other side. Take a breath in, and then twist to the left side. Then lift your chest up into the pole. Same side, twist a little bit deeper. Good. Lift up into the pole. Twist a little bit deeper, tap that edge. Ooh, and then come back to center. Good. Pole goes down, child's pose. Good. Child's pose. Big toes together, knees wide. Stretch your hips back onto your heels, reach your arms for the front of the round. Good. Press your hands down deep into the floor. Stretch your hips all the way back. Take a big breath in, a big breath out, and downward facing dog. Come on up. Good. Wake up your hands, open your hands up. Dive all 10 fingertips down and forward into the floor. And then stretch your sitting bones up and away from your hands. Good. Take a breath in. Blow it out, look forward. Step up to the top of your mat. On the inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, belly to your thighs, drop your head all the way down at the bottom. Now press your feet down into the floor. Inhale, stand up, extended mountain pose. Reach your arms up, open your hands up wide, reach high. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samasthiti. Set an intention for your practice, and we'll begin with 3 Oms. Take a breath in. Inhale, reach up, extended mountain pose. Bend your knees, forward fold. Head all the way down at the bottom. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, plant your palms, step back high to low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Let a breath go. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Now here's your last breath in. As you exhale, bend your knees, look forward, then move your feet up to your hands. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand up. Reach your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, fold to the floor. Halfway lift up. Low push up, take it back. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths. 2 more. Good. Breathe in together. Breathe out together. Bend your knees. Step or jump, feet to your hands. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, fold. Stand up. Reach for the high. Stretch. Fold all the way down to the floor. Drop your head. Lift halfway up. Low push up. You could drop back into the low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Breath in. Breath out. Jump. Halfway lift up. Fold. Extended mountain pose. Lift up through the pelvis to the crown. Fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths. 2 more. Breath in. Bend your knees. Jump. Halfway lift up. Fold. Extended mountain pose. Stretch all the way up to your baby finger. Fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Spread your palms down into the mat. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 1 more of these, sun salutation A's. 2 more breaths. Good to see you, Kathy. You popped on the screen. Breath in. Bend your knees, get ready. Jump. Half lifts. Forward fold. Extended mountain pose, stretch up, maybe up and back. Forward fold. Halfway lift up. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Right. Press your hands down more, lengthen your base, your feet go back more, and roll your tailbone up and back. So more length out of your spine, breath by breath. Good. Now together, breathe in, bend your knees, look forward, jump. Halfway lift, fold, chair pose, 5 breaths. Bend your knees, sit back through your hips. Now feet at 12 o'clock. For some of you, take your heels, just your heels wider. Yes. Lift your 10 toes, press all 4 corners of both feet into the floor. From that press now, sit way back through your hip creases. Take 1 more breath, stretch, hips back, hands up, and fold down to the floor. Halfway lift, low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Step your right foot to your right thumb, warrior 1. 1 breath. Press your back foot down, reach high, low push up. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog, left side warrior 1. Step, lunge deep, reach your arms high, low push up. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. A long base. So a lot of you are ready to go longer. Feet back, hands forward. And what that makes possible is more length through all the joints of your spine. Good. Take a breath in. Blow the air out. Jump. Feet to your hands. Halfway lift. And fold. Chair pose, 5 breaths. Okay, so you've got what you got already with your hip creases. Now eke out more. So what I get, how I'm able to access that, is I'll press my heels down more. Let your chest dip more and really press your seat back, your cheeks for the back of the room. Now from back here, stretch your arms all the way up. So it's kind of like a tug of war from your fingers to your butt. Take a breath in, get long, fold all the way down to the floor. Halfway lift up, low push up, take it back. So now flow, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, right foot warrior one, step, reach your arms up high, hands to the floor, low push up. Up dog, downward facing dog, left side warrior one. So stretch all the way up, your armpits, your biceps, your fingers, low push up. Upward facing to downward facing dog. So we'll do one more of those, 3 breaths. 2 more. Breath in, breath out, jump, feet to your hands. Halfway lift, fold. Chair pose, 5 breaths. Now make the seat as deep as you can. And then like Susan, take your hands wide so you can really stretch out through your arms like that. You'd be willing to go wide so you've got that full length from the sides of your hips all the way up through your baby fingers. Take one more breath in, fold to the floor. Halfway lift up, low push up. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward, warrior one. Reach high, low push up. Up dog, down dog, left side warrior one. Root down through your feet, stretch up, low push up. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Good, breath in. Maybe open your mouth, let a breath come out. Good. With the inhale, lift your right leg up and back. Bend your knee. Open your right hip over your left. So you'll stack your hips and then step off the left side of your mat. Flip dog. So all the way off the left side. Now all 10 toes face the back of the room. So feet hip width distance apart. All 10 toes face the back. Step your foot like up here. There you go. So you feel you're more stable with your feet. Shorten your feet up a bit so you're more stable like that. Good. Now press both feet down. Press all 5 fingers of your bottom hand down so you'll spread your bottom fingers out. From the floor, stretch all the way up high for your chest and then flip back. High plank. Bring your big toes together. Side plank. Heels to the right, left arm towards the sky. So you can see Marianne right here. She's got her top hand stacked right over top of her bottom hand. Set your hand up that way. So a lot of you, your top hand, bring it towards the window wall. If you're in the studio at home, it's the wall you can see until you feel that stack. Now press down through your bottom hand. Stretch all the way up as tall as you can through your top hand. Breathe in. Then 2 hands to the floor, low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Blow it out. Now left leg up in the air. Bend your knee, open your hip, flip dog. This part of the practice is called awakening, and so what we're doing is awakening the parts of our body that have been kind of on autopilot for most of the day. One of those parts is our hands. One of those parts, 2 of those parts are our feet. Get intentional about your feet. Both feet face 12 o'clock towards the back of the room. So this foot, move it up towards the wall. There you go, even more so. This foot towards the wall more. So I'm gonna move your foot like that. Now press both feet down. Press your bottom hand deep down into the floor and lift way up away from the floor. Good. Take a big breath in. Now flip, high plank. Bring your big toes together to touch at the back of your mat. Side plank, face the right side of the room. Get intentional in how you set up the foundation of the pose. It's your access from shifting from survival into like savoring, a pose that's supportive, that you could hold for like 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes if you had to. It's like hard to imagine, right? But that's possible. Can you spread your bottom hand and press the fingers into the earth like that? Now stretch all the way up. Take a big breath in. 2 hands to the floor, low push up. Now feel your body out. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Step your right foot to your right thumb, crescent lunge, grab your pipe on the way up. So you'll grab your PVC pipe. So a moment to set up. Crescent lunge is like your gym lunge, what you would see in the gym. Bend your front knee to 90, the back heel's up over the ball of the back foot. Yeah, perfect. Now take your pipe, bring it back in front of your collarbones. Perfect. Step one, pull the front of your pelvis up towards your belly button. If that isn't possible, bend your back knee until your pelvis moves. Step two, hug your front ribs in towards center. Now here comes the tricky part. Keep your front ribs in and press your chest up into the pipe. It's going to be challenging to do both things. Try to do both things. Good. Take a breath or two. Relax your shoulders. I can feel like my back leg's starting to quake here, and that can start to happen. With your next inhale, press up into the pipe. Now on the exhale, twist to the right side. You're going to twist vertical. Pause. Lift up to the sides of your body. And exhale, twist to the right. Same side. You're going to go deeper. One more time. Lift up to the sides of your body. Exhale, twist to the right. And now hold it. So stay vertical. Pipe to your sternum. Press your sternum up into the pipe. That's it. So feel your upper back lift forward and up into that pipe for 2 more breaths. Relax your shoulders down your back as much as you can for 1 more breath in. On the exhale, come back to center crescent lunge. Keep the pipe, open up to warrior 2. So back heel spins down onto the floor. All 10 toes face the left long side of your mat. Bend your front knee. So front foot to 12. Bend your front knee over top of your front ankle. Lift your sternum up into the pipe. Yes. Good. Hug your right knee out towards the right side of the room. Keep pressing down through both feet. Take a breath in. Now tip, extended side angle. Keep the pipe. Hug your right outer hip back. Keep your front knee bent. And stretch your chest towards the pipe, your head towards the front of the room. Take 2 breaths. Yeah, there are your legs, right? Breathe. Give them 1 more breath in. Press down, lengthen. And then exhale, hands to the floor, low push-up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward. Grab the PVC pipe. You are so emphatic about throwing it down. Right, grab it on the left side. So set your foundation. And this is an important area. Balance the effort with the ease. So think like you're going to be here for 10 minutes. Take it on like that. How would you take it on that you could hold this for 10 minutes? So you might bend your knee a lot more. Yeah. You might shorten your stance a little bit. Lift this heel up. And like that. Now, front of the pelvis to the belly button. Front ribs in towards center. Press your thoracic spine forward to your chest into the pipe. That's it. Now, take a breath in, and on the exhale, twist to the left side. Inhale, lift up through the sides of your body. Exhale, twist more to the left. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, twist. Now hold it for 3 breaths. Can you relax your shoulders more? 2 more breaths. Can you soften your face a little bit? 1 more breath in. Stay for the out. Come back to the crescent lunge. Keep your knee bent. Warrior 2. Spin your back heel down and in. Can you keep your chest pressed up into the pipe? So notice how every time you'll transition, the chest tends to drop down. Can you keep your chest high? Warrior 2. Take a breath. Keep your chest in the pipe and tilt. Extended side angle. Deepen your left hip crease back. And reach your chest up into the pipe. Now 3 more breaths. Plug your back heel down into the floor and use the press of your heel, the lift up through your head to suspend you in this pose. Take 1 more breath in. Pipe to the floor, hands to the floor, low push up and flow. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Bend your knees, look forward, jump, feet up to your hands. Inhale, lift halfway up, and exhale, fold. Grab your pipe, chair pose. Come on up. So in the chair this time, you're taking the pipe down the back side of your body. So pipe over your head. Looks like everyone can see at home. Bring it down the back side of your body, and then catch right underneath your butt the other side of the pipe. Good. Now bring the back of your head to the pipe. Bring the back of your ribs to the pipe. Bring the back of your pelvis to the pipe. Keep that long spine and sit down deeper. Take a breath and get longer and sit down deeper. Good. Get a little bit longer. Sit down deeper. So you're tipping and sitting. Keep that pipe in front. And now twist to the right side. So keep your hips, keep your spine where it is. Take a breath. Twist to the side more, right side. One more time, breathe in. Twist to the right side. Come back to chair, keep your seat, press the pipe overhead, and fold all the way down. Fingers to toes, forward fold. Bend your knees a lot. Bend your knees a lot. I love that you can bring your forearms to your thighs. If that's a better position for your back or for the back of your legs. A lot of you take your feet wider. You're going to feel a lot more space and ease if you take a wider stance with your legs. Good. Take one more breath. And then release. Grab the pipe, chair pose. Set up the pipe behind your body. So this is your neutral spine. If there were a pipe behind you, base of the skull to the pipe, the back of your rib cage touches the pipe right here, this touches, and the back of your pelvis touches, that's it. Perfect. Now 3 breaths, sit your hips back to go deeper. 2 more breaths. Take 1 more breath. The deepest seat you can, take it. Now pipe in front. Twist to the left side. Get long from tail to crown. Twist to the left side. Get long, tail to crown. Exhale, twist. Come back to chair. Press the pipe up. And fold, gorilla pose. Come all the way down. Feet wide. Step onto your palms. Bend your knees a lot. Relax your head towards the floor. Open your eyes. And be present to the vitality, like the energy, the heat that your body's experiencing. Your mind will feel it one way, right? Have an idea about it, and your body's going to feel it a completely different way. Give that 1 more breath. Grab your pipe, press down through your feet. Inhale, stand all the way up. Reach your arms up overhead. Eagle pose on the right side. So you're going to take the pipe behind you again. Head to the pipe, ribs to the pipe, tailbone to the pipe. Feet together, bend your knees. Wrap your right leg over the left. Good. Now keep your head against the pipe. The back of your ribs especially against the pipe. For most of us, that's the tricky spot, this part against the pipe right here. Keep drawing your front ribs back. Gather them, that's it. Good. Take 1 more breath. And then step down, switch sides. Eagle pose on the left side. Good, work with the pipe. Just remember, like you can come to class tomorrow and do it the old way, like the way you're used to doing it, and the old way is great. And there's something to discover out of being in relationship with this pipe right now that could free up something in your practice, like a stuck area. Good, step down, take the pipe to your chest, standing leg raise right side. Bend your right knee to hip height. Standing foot at 12 o'clock. So you'll do your best to set your foot at 12. Press your chest up into the pipe. So you're standing up tall, and I'll take your leg to the right. Good, continue to press your left foot down and chest up into the pipe. Good, breathe. Come back to center. Now keep your leg at center. Twist your shoulders towards the right side. So you'll add the twist. Inhale, grow up taller. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, lift up. Twist more. So if you've got one more, inhale, lift up. Twist to the right. Come back to center, and then switch sides. Left foot comes high. Good. Leg to the left. Just feel, there'll be a lot of feelings. The storm is brewing in many ways, physically, mentally, emotionally. Can you create yourself as that strong center, like even like a strong spine line, as you feel the storm that brews inside the pose? Bring your leg back to center, twist your shoulders to the left. Good. Inhale, get taller, make space, and then twist into the space. 2 more times, really good. 1 more breath. Twist into the space, tap that edge, and then come back to center. Take the pipe behind you, tree pose, right side. So try it, no hands. So I know for me, it's tricky to get up above my knee. That might not be doable. You might be at your calf or your ankle. So it's right foot, inside your left thigh, head to the pipe, back of the ribs to the pipe, back of the pelvis to the pipe. Now press down through your standing foot, this part to the pipe right here. You're gonna keep gathering your front ribs back. So Susan and everyone, gather your front ribs back and into your body, expand your mid-back. Breathe right into that spot. Now keeping the back of your ribs to the pipe, can you lift the sides of your body to go up rather than popping your ribs off the pipe? Keep pressing back here. Good. Take 1 more breath. Switch sides. Switch the grip on the pipe so you have the opposite grip. So every hand was on top, switch it. And it's taken on as a form of inquiry, of self-discovery. You're discovering the nature of your own ribs, shoulders, and hips. So this part to the pipe, that's it. Keep gathering back. Really good. Now as you pull this part back to the pipe, lift up through the sides of your body. So see how your ribs try to leave? Bring your ribs back. Yeah. You just feel how your body moves around the tightness. Stay centered, lift up and into it. So your body's gonna open in a whole new way. Take 1 more breath, this is really good. And then step down to the top of your mat. Inhale, reach up, pipe in the hands, reach high. Exhale, forward fold. Pipe down, inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, high to low push-up. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward, grab the pipe, triangle pose. Right foot inside your feet. The term grab the pipe is going to haunt your dreams tonight, I think. Triangle pose. So left foot up between your hands, back foot toes face the window, pipe to your chest. Cool. Lift your chest up into the pipe and now tilt. Hug your front, your right hip crease back towards the back of your mat. Keep pressing your chest into the pipe as you tip forward. The default will be to fold away from the pipe. Keep pressing your chest up and into the pipe to lengthen both sides of your body out. Good. Breath in. Breath out. Stand all the way up. Keep the pipe here. Hop your back foot slightly up. Set up for revolve triangle pose. Square your hips. Lift your chest up into the pipe. Now tip forward. Stop before your chest would peel off the pipe. So when you can no longer press your chest to the pipe anymore, stop. Good. Now right there, take a breath in, and on the exhale, twist to the right. So you'll dip the left side of the pipe down and the right side up. Inhale, press your chest into the pipe. Exhale, twist more to the right. Inhale, press your chest into the pipe. Twist as much as you can to the right. Inhale, come back to center. Fold. Pyramid pose. So pipe to the floor. If you want, you could grab the pipe like behind your back thigh and pull. However deep you want to open up the front of your right leg. Jarette's got the pipe behind her front thigh. and is pulling. Yeah, wherever you're at, let your head drop for one more exhale. And then release, 2 hands to the floor, step back, low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward, triangle pose, grab the pipe. Okay, press your chest up into it. Set your foundation. And now tip. Left hip crease digs back as your chest presses forward into the pipe. Go longer with your stance. So it's going to give you a lot more freedom to do this tilt. Okay, straighten your front leg. Now this tips back. That's it. Keep your back leg straight. So both legs straight. Left outer hip back. Now press your chest up and into the pipe. That's it. Now 2 more breaths right there. Drive your front foot down into the floor. 1 more breath in. Stay for the out. Inhale, stand all the way up. Press your feet down. Wrist set up for twisting triangle pose. So you'll step your back foot up a couple inches, square your hips. Press your chest up into the pipe. Take a breath. And now tip forward at your hip. Stop when your chest begins to peel away from the pipe. So you're pressing forward and up into it. That's it. Good. Once you've got the length, take a breath in and twist to the left side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. 1 more time. Inhale, lengthen. That's it. Exhale, twist. Fold. Roll down over your front thigh. Take 5 breaths. Good. Brian, I liked what he was doing. He had his pipe vertical in front of him and was using it to kind of hold his chest up a little bit higher. It's a great way to do it too. Almost using it like a really, really tall block. Good. Give that a couple more breaths. 1 more in. 1 more out. And then pipe down, step back, high to low push-up flow. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Slide out to high plank. High plank position. So now envision the pipe behind you. Is the back of your head up against the pipe? Are the back of your ribs puffed up against the pipe? So ribs up. Pull your ribs up towards the sky, Roy. There you go. Is the back of your pelvis pressed up against the pipe? Keep all that length. Take a deep breath in. Bend your elbows and slowly lower it down to the floor. Good. At the bottom, locust pose. Stretch your arms back. No pipe. You don't have to do the pipe. Stretch your arms back. Stretch your feet back. Now inhale, press your chest forward to lift up, just like the pipe would there. So this is the beauty of the pipe. Like you have that experience locked in your memory now. You can envision the pipe. You know what it feels like. Press your chest forward into the invisible pipe that's not there. Stretch your toes back to the back of the room. Take 1 more breath and lower it all the way down to the floor. Take 1 breath on the floor. We're going to do it again. If you wanted to use the pipe, you could inhale locust pose, second set. So that would be the pipe on your chest. You're stretching your toes back. Press your chest forward into the pipe. Draw your shoulders up away from that invisible pipe. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And lower all the way down to the floor. Relax. Next up, floor bow. Bend your knees. Catch the top of your ankles with each hand. Flex your feet and kick your shins for the back of the room. Good. Doesn't matter how high you lift up, right? Give it a good, strong kick back for your shins. Relax for your arms. Okay. Take a big breath in. Expand your collarbones. Release it down to the floor. Windshield wipe your legs side to side, 1 time each side. And then sit up again, floor bow. Bend your knees, catch your shins, kick back. So different than pressing your chest into a pipe, it's more like you're sinking your chest forward into the pipe. 2 more breaths. Last one, and lower all the way down. Windshield wipe your legs side to side. Good. Then plant your hands beside your lowest rib. Inhale, upward facing dog. Roll your shoulders up and back. Press your chest up into that invisible pipe. Exhale, downward facing dog, press back. From your hand to your tail, get as long as you can. One big breath in. Blow all the air out. Drop to your knees, camel pose. Grab the pipe. Pipe in front of your chest. Tuck your toes. This will give you a little bit more solid of a foundation as we work without our hands on our hips. Now press your shins down and press your chest up into the pipe. So no concern about going back at all. Chest up into that pipe. Every inhale, can your chest go up more? Every exhale, can your shoulders relax back more? 2 more. One more breath in the pose. Now press your chest into the pipe to come out. And downward facing dog, press back. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Drop to your knees, camel pose, second set. Pipe on your chest. So the default most of us do is we drop our chest and fold back to get into the pose, and then drop our head back. And we're sitting in all of our joints. So instead, press your feet down and lift up. So you're making all the space you can inside your spine. Focus instead on relaxing your shoulders back. 3 breaths. You'll feel that igniting quality through your whole body, right? Like you begin to sweat, your muscles begin to fire up. But chest up. But put your chest up first though. Good. Take one more breath. Hands to the floor, step back, downward facing dog. Take 1 breath in. Blow the air out. Look to your hands, step or float to a seat. Lie onto your back, bridge pose, grab your pipe. Lie all the way back. 4 upper arms to the floor, pipe to your chest. Press your feet down, lift your hips up. So pipe right up to your collarbone, that area. Feet on 12 o'clock. So set up your strong foundation. Yep, toes in more. So turn your toes to the middle of your mat. Yep, and this one. Good. Now press your feet down. Stretch your shins towards the front of the room. And press your chest back into the pipe. So press your shins this way. So keep your feet where they are. Press your shins towards me. Good. Good. Now your chest to the pipe. Feel how your whole body stretches from your shins to your chest. You can get that stretch from your kneecaps up to your hips, your belly, up to your chest. Take a breath in and lower it all the way down to the floor. So you can keep with this. Take 1 breath. So you can continue with the bridges. Lift your hips up, or you take it to wheel. Lose the pipe. Reach your arms up to the ceiling. Plant your hands deep and wide beside your shoulders and lift all the way up. All the way up into it. Continue to press your shins toward the front of the room so they come this way, and your chest towards the back of the room. So you're opening up all the space you can along your spine. Good. Take a breath in. Tuck your chin, lower it down. Get 1 breath on the floor. We're going to do 4 more. Bridge your wheel. Inhale, rise up. So play. You're playing with it. See what space you can make in your body. Right? You're not doing it because I'm telling you to do it. You're feeling out what can I make in my body as far as room, along my spine. 1 more breath. Tuck your chin, come all the way down. Get 1 breath on the floor. Bridge your wheel, set up. Yeah, the bridges don't make sense anymore. Come up. The wheels don't make sense in your body anymore. You stay in the bridge. Good. Breathe and move and feel. Discover. 1 more breath. Tuck your chin, come all the way down. This is the last one. Get a breath on the floor, and then up you get. Bridge your wheel. So good. This is the counter to all the sitting and driving and computering that we do during the day, texting we do during the day. This is that total turn it inside out shape. Take 1 more breath. Tuck your chin, come all the way down, Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring your feet together, open your knees wide. Put the wretched pipe down. Dead bug pose. Bend your knees towards your shoulders, catch your feet. There's always an opportunity in this practice to kind of show up, especially if you're not new. And those of us, there's quite a few of us in the room that are not new to this, and it becomes so easy to come in and just bang out poses half asleep. Yeah. Even some of us are like, no, I'm not asleep. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. And there's something to discovering, like throw a pipe in, throw something new in, and discover like there's this one corner of my shoulder that hasn't been doing anything for a couple of years. Or like that one rib isn't really moving a whole lot. There's constantly more to discover about the body that you embody. Get curious about your body and what's possible. Good. Take one more breath. Release your feet. Stretch your legs up towards the ceiling. Reach your arms down the mat. So already consider you have an idea of what you can do. You've already decided my foot's probably going to make it to this point, right? So write that. You have no idea what you can do. You've never done this before. Come into it like that. I have no idea. Flex your feet like you've never flexed them before. Look up, look at your toes. Like, is the baby toe flexing? Is the second toe flexing? Come into it like that. Now take a breath in. Keep your feet like that. Can you pull the pit of your belly down to your spine and lock it? And then is it actually happening? Right? Front ribs, are they locked in? Belly, is it locked in? And into the floor, is it locked like that? Now, are your toes still awake? Are both of those things happening? And if they are, open your toes up. Spread, yep. Now lower your right foot to hover and explore how close can I go to the floor. Can you make it all the way down? And making it all the way down means your belly is pulled in as your foot hits the floor, and stay. Stay right there. And you'll fight, like I'm not supposed to stay this long. Give that up. That's the old, like you've been doing it. Give up the way you do it. Be willing to constantly give that up and discover what you can do now. Take a breath. Now switch sides. Check out this side. And even if you've got like the drama going on, can you drop that? Can I drop that and just do this one thing? And if I left, can I take one breath and come right back to it? Does it mean I have to be out? We're still here. We're still here. Take a breath and then switch. Stay on this side. So for those who are like, I don't feel anything, feel something. Stay. Now stay right there. Stay with it. Stay with it. Stay with it. Stay and breathe. Adapt if you have to, for sure. But stay. Wake up your toes. Flex them and wake them up. Open them all up. Good. Pull your belly down your spine. If it's pushing up, pull it back down. Switch sides. Now stay on this side. Breathe. Good. Breathe and keep every breath check. Can your foot go lower? Is it time for it to come higher? Open your toes up more. Yep, life in your feet. Wake them all the way up. Take a breath in. Switch. You have one more each side. Stay and breathe. Stay and breathe. This is it. This is the practice right here. This moment. This is it. Take a breath and then switch. Last side with it in a timeless way. If I were here for 10 minutes, what would I do? How would I do it? Take one more breath, and then both legs up towards the ceiling. Good. Hug your knees to your chest. Give them a hug. And feel how good that hug feels now. Oh, thank God. Good. Rock forward and back. 1, 2, 3. On the third one, boat pose. Grab your pipe. 1, 2, 3, boat. Start with your feet down. So feet on the floor and wide. So mat width distance wide, that kind of wide. Heels down, toes up like that. Your chest goes up into the pipe. So default is this. New way, press your sitting bones down and press up into the pipe. Nice and tall. Good. Now tip back, but keep your chest up in the pipe. Go until you feel that like woo feeling. Yes. Keep that. Breathe in. Now twist to the right, and it's probably going to be just a little bit. Keep your chest up in the pipe. Take a breath in. Twist a little bit more. Take a breath in. Twist a little bit more. Now hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Sit up. Roll forward for a moment. Sit all the way up. You're ready. Chest back onto the pike. Tip back. Twist to the left side. Sit up tall. Breathe in. Twist to the left side. Sit up tall. Twist to the left. Now hold it. 5. Both sitting bones down. 4, 3. Press your thoracic spine forward into your chest. 2 and 1. Come back to center. Pike down in front. Relax. Good. Lose the pike. Catch your shins. Rock and roll forward and back. 1, 2, 3. And then set up for downward facing dog. Plant your hands. Step back. Oh, it feels good to stretch out now. Stretch all the way out through the front of your body. Oh, half pigeon on the right side. And come into your opening and get like that opening that it's what's here right now. The worst place to get stuck in a practice is in the belief, I already know. I already know. I already know what my body can do. I already know how this pose feels. Give up what you know and look from the beginner mindset. And what look means is like look and feel. Feel your back foot. Like what's going on in the world of your back foot? And then what's going on in the world of your back leg? And then the world of your hips. Take one more breath. And then press back, downward facing dog, left side half pigeon. Get interested in yourself. And your practice is an incredible place to get interested with yourself. It's you and a mat. It's you and a mat, whatever's banging around inside your head. Yeah, and like the teacher's not doing it to you, and the other student's not doing it to you, and the room's not doing it to you, and the studio's not doing it to you. You're on a mat with you. It's you and you and it's you. One more breath. And then sit all the way up. You're to keep your left leg where it is. Sit on your left sitting bone. And then wrap your right leg up and across the bottom thigh. So you're here. Right? So most of us will start with the right butt cheek off the floor. So if you've got that's okay. Then can you now sit back down with that hip? If you can do that and your leg stays here, that's great. If you go to sit down and this leg is not cooperating, then keep your front foot inside your bottom knee. That's viable. Yeah. Catch your knee, act like the pipe's behind you, and sit up tall against the invisible pipe. You're gonna take a breath. With the exhale now, it's your left arm goes in front of and outside your right knee. Sit up tall, so you're not gonna pull on your knee at all to make the twist happen. Exhale, twist from your abdominal strength. So you pretend like you don't have your arms to pull. Inhale, sit up tall. And then exhale, can you twist a little bit more? Keep your sitting bones where they're at. One more time, inhale, sit up tall. Twist as far as you can. Now stay there. As you pull on your leg, it's not to twist, it's to draw your shoulders onto your back. Stay there for 3 breaths. And just explore breathing inside of the twist. How much room can you carve out with each breath? Take one more breath. Stay for the out. And then come all the way back, and we'll swap. So switch your legs. Outside your knee if you can, inside if not. Inside's great because then you can't pull on your legs to twist either. Okay, so set up. It's now your right arm in front and across. You've got that invisible pipe behind you. Sit up tall. If it's helpful to actually have it and put it there, you can do that. Sit up as tall as you can, and then twist to the left side. Take 3 breaths like that. Keep sinking your left hip down. That's it. Now, I'll hold it, but see how your ribs are shifting out to the side? Pull your ribs back here. Yes. Now twist around the pipe. You feel the muscles, yeah. Now, once you're at the edge, stay and breathe. So as you breathe, how much can you open this space up that your breath is free? So not pulling it away from the pipe, it's by lifting up. There you go. Feel how good? Like you can breathe now. Take one more breath in. One more breath out. Awesome. Come back to center. Stretch your right leg forward, left foot to your right inner thigh. Seated single leg extension. So you'll reach your arms up, lift up through your spine, fold over your front thigh. Bend your knee as much as you need to in order for your right hip crease to go deep. We had worked on this a lot, especially in your chair poses today. Okay, bend even more, a lot. Yeah, see how this just deepened? That's where you want to be at. Be willing to bend your knee a lot. Yes. Good. Now see how this gets deep. That's what you want. Take one more breath. And then sit all the way up. Switch sides. Left leg long, right foot in. So we get that long is relative. Some of you will have a straighter leg, some of you will have a more bent knee. The tail is your left hip crease. So as you fold, is this soft and deep? So see like that. Bend your knee. See now. See soft and deep. That's what you want. Flex. Cool. Now ease your front toes back. Two more breaths. You can even bend a little bit more. Yeah. And just exhale by exhale, sink. You feel some in the back of your leg? You feel the stretch? Good. One more breath in. One more breath out. Good. Release your feet. Both legs go forward. Seated forward fold. So you know how much to bend your knees now, do that. Just reach up high, sit tall, fold forward, catch your feet. Take a breath in, and a breath out, fold. Sit all the way up, lie onto your back, fish pose. So you have a block between your shoulders, you can press back onto your forearms, and go without a block. So your block, put that up really high between your shoulder blades. So like, sit all the way up, sit all the way up. Now come back. And you're gonna go back over the block, so let your head drop down. Butt on the floor, legs go straight. So the action in this pose, you've been moving and working on through most of the practice. Press your big toe mounds towards the front of the room and stretch your chest up and back towards the wall behind you. Soften your rib cage with each exhale in towards the center of your body. Take one more breath. If you've got a block, roll to the side. If not, tuck your chin, lie down onto your back. Stretch your legs up towards the ceiling. Waterfall for 5 breaths. So keep your back on the floor, legs go up. Use the floor like this, the PVC pipe behind your back. So for tonight, see if you can, if it's possible, don't have a block. It's going to feel more like abdominal work. So no block if possible. Feet over top of your hips. Back of the head to the floor. Back of the ribs to the floor. Back of your pelvis to the floor. Can you relax your shoulders away from your chest? Good, Jarrett. Keep relaxing your shoulders as much as you can. That's it. And then hug your knees into your chest. If you're in shoulder stand, plow, death yogi, make your way through that. And then roll all the way down onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest, drop your knees to the right. See your arms look off to the left, supine twist. So with all the work and the skill work you put in tonight, playing with your twist, let your knees drop and feel. Feel and receive the result of the skill that you put in. And then gather your knees back up through center, change sides. It could be a whole new world of difference in your spine and your movement. It could be a micro difference. And then come back to center, Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of your feet together, your knees wide. And straighten your legs for Shavasana. A moment to get still, and in the stillness, to receive the echo of the practice. It's always helpful to acknowledge that you had exactly the practice you needed, especially if it wasn't the practice you wanted. You've had the practice you needed. You, the practice, the time on your mat, perfect, whole, and complete, exactly as it exists, and as you exist. And so with that knowing, can you let it all go and just be? Just know that you're breathing as you're breathing. You're feeling as you're feeling. And then take a deep breath in. Open your mouth, let it go. And then gently hug your knees up into your chest. Roll to your side. Hug yourself in tight. Acknowledge yourself for your willingness to show up, to conquer hard things, and to be willing to discover yourself newly, moment by moment. It's an incredibly courageous thing that you're willing to do. Acknowledge yourself for showing up that way, and then press up to a seated position. In so many ways, right back where we started tonight. A seat, create it strong. Press down for your seat, reach up for your arms, feel out all that space that you've created, lift up into it, then exhale your hands to heart center. Touch in, and we'll seal with 3 final ohms. Take a breath in. Lift your thumb close to the center of your forehead. Take a breath in together. Our last breath out together. And we say namaste. Namaste. Great job tonight, everybody. So good. Good work trying something new. A lot of you were already new, so you don't even know you tried something new, but you did that anyway. The whole practice was new. Good on you for doing that. The flip chips, the assist chips, drop them off in the pink. There is not the pink basket. Drop that off on top of the stool up here on your way out. And the PVC pipes, lay them right alongside the PVC pipe here so I can make sure they get cleaned. Otherwise, have a great rest of your night, everybody. You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Sure. Let me turn this off for you.
So. How's it going now? That position is kind of when they're injured. But I did my I wish I could have a PC, whatever. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah. It's good to have physical like. Otherwise, it wasn't. Oh, yeah. That was my word. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, what I do is I mount over with all that. Okay, thank you.